Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 of Out of the Box. I am Joe Leonard, and my guest today is
Ann McLaughlin. And wait, I have a little surprise for you because I kind of remembered this.
Oh, no.
It was something like this: Out of the box with Joe.
That's right. Dude, Lackey did that. I forgot about that. So that's very cool. So we have Ann McLaughlin here. She's the director of our children's ministry at Godfrey First, and we're going to get to VBS here in just a little bit and talk about we're looking forward to a very fun week.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, we are re-recording this today. We had an award-winning presentation yesterday.
We did. So
it
good.
was gold.
Yep.
And then I got home and it sounded like this. So we can't really play that. It's not going to be good. But if you want it, I have it. I can send it to anybody.
But it was funnier yesterday because you had been to the dentist and your face was numb, so that would have been a really good thing for
The
you
whole
to
left
see.
side, and I had to go back today to get it fixed because
Oh,
I could,
no.
yeah. So, the whole left side of my face was numb yesterday, and I didn't get the feeling back till later in the afternoon. But so it was exciting.
Yeah.
All right, anyway,
Exciting.
exciting. So before we get to all our stuff, we got to get to what's up, Gafunk. Of course, it's everything going on at Godfrey First. The first thing I'm going to lift up is Arnie delivered the message on Sunday at both worship services. It was a great job. I love Arnie to pieces.
Absolutely.
If you weren't here and you weren't able to watch online, you can watch that through Barb's email. She sent the link out on Monday. What's today? Wednesday?
Today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she sent it out Monday. So I encourage you, if you have not seen it yet, to watch that. Let's see. Not much really else going on. Oh, the baby bottle ministry. With this Sunday being Father's Day, that marks the end of our baby bottle ministry campaign. If you are still wanting to donate to the Thrive Women's Health Center here in town, you can fill up a bottle and bring it here on Sunday with change, dollars. You can just write a check and put it in there if you want. But if you have those bottles at home, please bring them in. We started it on Mother's Day. We ended on Father's Day. So this Sunday is Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Ann.
Well, thanks, Joe.
There you go.
Same to you.
We are having a VBS Workday Saturday from 9 to noon. And you can see some of this awesome decoration going on behind us. We're in the choir room, as you can see some of the choir stuff over there.
Linda Grames.
Man.
Linda Grames and her crew, they've worked for the last 3 Saturdays. They have created some really outstanding decorations.
There's a lot of cool things. So if you want to come Saturday, help out with some of this decoration stuff. If you're not crafty and don't think, oh, I can't do that, Linda will tell you what to do.
Well, Linda won't be here.
Oh, Linda
so
won't
Patty
tell
Smith will tell you
Patty
what to do.
Smith will tell you what to do. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
So,
Linda's gone on her vacation now, so yeah.
we're going to talk about vacations in a
Okay,
second.
all right. Do we have to?
So come Saturday, and you'll be instructed what to do. Now, a lot of stuff is cool. I'm going to get up. There's a bunny back here that you can't see. There's all kinds of stuff. This cactus in the middle. There are some of these. There's cacti.
Cacti mini.
That's the plural.
Different kinds.
Down in the youth room, and Sunday when Susan and I were down there getting the equipment out for the Ignite performance, we were rolling the cart through some of the cacti, and there's little toothpick prickler things there, and I got stuck on my elbow a couple of times.
So somebody this Saturday has the job of putting brush bristles in the big cactus to make it have its thorns. Cactus needles, I don't know what they're called, but somebody's going to do that. So you don't have to be crafty. You can stick the brush bristles, say that 3 times fast, brush bristles into the cactus.
And somebody's at home making fun of us now because we don't know the name of what the needly things. Maybe there's needly things. They have needles. I don't know. Prickly thing. I don't know. Anyway, so that's this Saturday. VBS goes from June 26th through the 30th, and of course that's the main topic of our discussion today. We will get to in a minute. I think that's all we're going to lift up announcement-wise.
Okay.
I can't remember
That's all
anything
we're
else.
highlighting today?
So we had a fun game that we played yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
And I left it at home. So
Oh, good.
we have a different one.
Oh no.
This is called Name 5.
Oh my gosh.
Now, this is actually a timed game. I don't have a time or anything.
Thank goodness.
We'll just kind of play this one by ear and see how quickly we can name 5 things in each of these.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Oh gosh. Okay, well, wait. Am I going against you or am I just
No,
doing
yeah,
this?
see, I know all this stuff.
Well, I know because you've read the cards. And...
Well, there's no answers on
Oh,
there.
okay.
Okay, so we'll start with this. Name 5 varieties of trees.
Oak, elm, sycamore, aspen. How about a fir tree, a pine tree?
Well done.
Thank you.
I think in the actual game you have 5 seconds to name 5
gosh,
things.
you have to do it really quick.
There's a timer thing somewhere.
Well, I'm glad you can't find it.
But yeah, that'd be tough.
Glad you can't find
Okay, name 5 cities in Canada.
5 cities in Canada. Oh, you're going to find out that I don't know much about Canada. Vancouver, Quebec, Montreal, Ontario, and
Toronto, perfect.
Yeah, I got it. You know what? I was trying to think of hockey teams.
Okay, this.
That helped.
Yeah, that's right. This one, I don't know. Are you a big baseball fan?
Not really. But
okay, well you're going to be awful at this one then. All right. Name 5 Major League Baseball teams with red hats.
Oh, good Lord. The Cardinals, Cincinnati
for sure.
Reds. How about that?
The Reds
How
are easy.
Gosh, I don't.
The Phillies.
Well, you say that like I should
The
know.
Phillies have red
I don't know
hats.
what color their hats are. I would be, if you would have just said named 5 teams, that would have been a little stretch for me. But
you know, I'm done with 3.
the Dodgers are blue, right? The
yeah.
Dodgers are blue.
I can't think of any other teams with red hats.
I don't.
Cleveland?
Somebody.
Maybe?
I don't know. Somebody.
Well, the Washington Nationals I know do.
Yeah, that would be.
Okay,
yeah,
well,
red,
we
white,
both
blue.
we
Yeah.
both blew that one.
Okay,
That
that's
was
okay.
awful.
People are at home laughing at us.
That's right. All right, you should
My
get this
husband, don't ever show him that. He'd be so mad at me.
Name 5 gemstones.
Oh, a ruby, an opal, a diamond, an emerald, a sapphire. I
Very good.
got that one right.
What if I said name 5 gemstones? Could you do? All right. Nope. That card is awful.
Don't know what it was, but thank you.
Okay, name 5 brands of dog food.
Oh, okay. Alpo, Blue.
Hold on, time out. Alpo was the first one I thought. I'm not sure that's a brand anymore.
It
is.
It
is it still a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Blue, there's Blue Dog, Blue Buffalo, Blue, is that what it's called? Blue, Purina Dog Chow, and is Kibbles and Bits a kind of
Kibbles
a brand?
and
It is a brand.
It is a
isn't
brand.
it?
Yeah.
And then we got to come up with one more. How about what's in a big yellow bag? Purina dog food. That's a brand.
Purina. I think
did
we
I
said
say
Purina.
that? Oh, sorry.
I think so.
I said it twice.
It's funny because when you go to PetSmart,
Mm-hmm.
they don't have any of those brands.
Yeah, they have
They
all
have
the
aisles of dog food
Iams.
and none of those.
Iams
is one of them.
that's
Yeah.
Iams.
They have aisles of dog food and none of those brands we just named. Those
Yeah.
are the ones you can get at Schnucks.
Yeah.
And
Or
Walmart. Walmart.
Target, Sam's.
Here's a favorite of everyone's.
Ugh.
Name 5 homeowners' bills.
Oh, you have your water, your sewer, you used to have telephone. I won't say telephone because you'll
We
say
still have cell phone.
old school. Okay,
Cell phones still work.
electricity, and trash. Sewer, trash.
I wouldn't have thought of trash. All right. Let's see. You would know this, being a former
Okay.
teacher.
All right, I hope so.
Name 5 kid-oriented websites.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well.
Now I know when I taught at North, one of the kindergarten teachers, I think it was a kindergarten teacher, sent out like 2 pages
Yes.
of links to websites, and I couldn't tell you any of them right now.
I know. I'm kind of blank too because it's been a while since I've.
Let's just say there's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I know there are lots of educational like Cahoots and Mystery Doug and there are a lot of
PBS Kids.
PBS Kids.
I know is another popular one.
ABC Mouse. Yeah. There are a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for not putting me on the spot with that.
That's why she's retired.
Yeah. Right. Right?
No, we're not going to do that one.
Thank you.
Okay. Hopefully you don't know the answers to these.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Name 5 reasons the police would pull you over.
Oh, you're speeding, you don't have a license plate, your tail lights out or your headlights out, you're swerving back and forth, or what could be the last one?
No tag on your plates.
Yeah.
So
good one.
It's funny because when we were in Florida just now, the boys stayed at a different condo because there's too many of us that fit in one. So Brad was driving back to his place and he texted us. He had just gotten pulled over by the cops because his taillights were out. And the cop was very cool. And Brad's like, man, I'm in a rental car. I assume they were on. I don't even know how to turn them on. So he showed him how to turn them on.
Oh, gosh.
Gave him a nice little warning. But, I mean, how do you know in a rental car? I don't turn my light. Do you turn your lights on in your car?
No, they come on automatically.
They automatically do, right? So, yeah, he thought the same thing. But he got pulled over because his tail lights weren't on. All right, we're going to do one more because we have a lot to talk about.
One more? Okay. One more. I thought he was going to hit me.
No, this one's going to be fun. Name 5 things. Name 5 things a person having a midlife crisis might do. Buy a new car.
Buy a new car. Oh, if you're having maybe you go out and find a boyfriend or a girlfriend or hang out at a bar or.
So yeah,
I'm having a midlife crisis, but it's that I can't remember things. So that's my midlife crisis.
So yeah, buy a car, have an affair.
Maybe you go buy a whole bunch of new clothes or get your hair done or something to feel young. That's what you're getting at. Okay. Yeah.
Or you buy T-shirts that say,
I'm not
like most teens. I'm in my 50s.
That's a good one.
Okay, that's going to be it for our game.
Oh,
which game did you like better? That one or
goodness.
Yesterday we played.
I did better yesterday on. I should have known.
Yeah, you should have known that.
How many stomachs does a cow have?
4.
Yeah, I should have known that. I said 2, so I got it wrong yesterday.
Barb said 3.
Yeah, I did know that a camel has fat in his hump, though. So give me credit for that.
And Susan again feels ripped off that she didn't get a game last week. We had dad jokes, which I thought were hilarious. I mean, you heard me wheezing on a couple of them.
Dad jokes or bad jokes?
Well, there's the same. That's the same. Yeah. Most dad jokes. I said in the beginning of the video last week that you're either going to groan or laugh or just look at me. And yeah, I got the look. I didn't get a single laugh out of her.
Oh.
Other than, you are so stupid. I can't believe I'm married to you kind of look, right? No, but she did feel ripped off.
Because she didn't get the game. She didn't get the game.
So we're going to talk about VBS, but before we do, I want everybody to get to know who you are, because some people, they may know your name and that's about it, but Ann is the director of our children's ministries here, and she, as I mentioned already, she's a retired teacher administrator from Alton School District. How long were you there?
True story. I was there 34 years. So you want to hear the whole story, the whole rundown here?
Well, we only have about 17 minutes,
okay,
so maybe not the whole thing.
I could keep it very short. So here's the story of my career in the Alton education field. I started working when I was 22 years old. My background is in special education, so I have a bachelor's degree in special education and a master's degree in special education and a specialist degree in educational administration. So started working when I was 22. I was a special ed teacher, taught students with communication disorders, learning disabilities for about 16 years, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. And then I was recruited by the director of special education to become a literacy coach. And I said, I don't know what that is. And at that time she said, I really don't know what it is either, but we've got to teach these kids how to read, and you've had all the reading classes, so I want you to do it. And the carrot she dangled was, you'll have air conditioning in your office. But in those days, you didn't have air conditioning in the classrooms.
That's funny.
Oh, it was so hot. So for 11 years, I was a literacy coach and helped special ed teachers, worked with special ed teachers with teaching kids how to read. And then the last 7 years of my profession with the Alton School District, I became the assistant principal at North Elementary School. So that was a good fit too. Nice to be around kids again and working with kids and not just working with teachers. So yeah. So
I love North. I worked at North for 2 years before moving on to more sub things. I was a co-teacher for 2 years, and That's a great team at North, and we've helped them with
team.
some of their school supplies and stuff like that here at Godfrey First.
And reach out and read. There are a lot of people here from Godfrey First that did reach out and read there.
Yeah, that's, it's one of the things, and we're going to talk about this again with VBS, with our connection to other people, that we've talked about being a church, not just in our community, but for our community. Mm-hmm. And we are now getting into being a church with our community, which is kind of cool. So, like I said, we'll get to that VBS, but doing some of those projects with North and other churches and other organizations that we've partnered with, especially like through Change for Change, it's awesome that we're able to do those things. So, you're retired and you're sitting around bored with nothing to do, and you're like, you know what? I think I need to be the children's ministry director at Godfrey First.
That's not exactly how it happened, but it was a God thing. So it just happened. So
I kind of know how it happened. We needed somebody to help out with VBS or direct VBS last year.
That is what happened last year. Jay stood up and said, we need somebody to help with VBS, and nobody raised their hand. And the next week he said, we need somebody to help with VBS. And again, nobody raised their hand. And so finally I'm thinking, well, I've worked with VBS many years with with Elm Street Presbyterian, and I worked with VBS here before COVID. I just helped out. But I thought, oh, I can do it. I'll organize it. Organizing's not so hard for me, so I thought I can organize it. And then the next thing I know, Tim Holland is saying, hey, we think we might want you to be the director of children's services. So
yeah, there were some of us like in the sidelines having those conversations. Maybe this will help Ann be our help be our new director.
This is the fishing pole.
Yeah.
Reel her in.
What a ridiculous interview process VBS is. I mean, really. We're going to throw you right in, and if you still want it when you're done with that, great.
If you survive VBS, you can have the job.
But you've done a great job, and
you.
Thank you for that. VBS, as you all know out there, it's definitely a team effort, and we've had some awesome VBS directors here in the past. But yeah, it's I've never seen people come out of the woodwork, so to speak, to help out with things. I mean, we do that with every project. Don't get me wrong, everything we do, but there are people that specifically like doing decorations, and they specifically like leading crews around, and I know there's a couple of people like do registration and all this kind of stuff. They have their niche, and they're ready to go with it. So
that's why, I mean, like last year it was a piece of cake, and this year too, because this congregation is so generous with their time and with their gifts. You know, we put up the wish list board, and people bring in snacks and bring in water. We had so many snacks and so many things last year. It was just fantastic. And also people have made monetary donations, and that will pay for a ice cream truck on the last night. So yeah, it's very easy to do here because there's so many people.
I'm going to give you and everybody out there fair warning. Sunday, if you were here for worship at the late service, I got two of the items off the wish list board, and I went to the front and I said, I have $20 ones and snack cake ones. Who wants which one? And a few people raised their hands. This Sunday, at the beginning at least of the late service, whatever's left on the board,
oh my gosh,
that's what I'm doing.
Hey.
So be ready. When you come into worship, grab something then. Don't wait till afterwards. Grab it on your way into worship, or I'm calling people out. If nobody raises their hand, I'll be like, Steve, you want this one? Yeah, I think you should take this one. It'll be fun. It might be my last week of being liturgist.
Okay,
too.
It's his idea, not mine. His idea.
So yeah, you can be the liturgist from the next week you call.
No, thank you.
So let's talk about VBS now. What is our theme this year? What are we going to talk about?
The theme is monumental, and it's about the Southwest and the greatness of God's love and how monumental God is in our lives. So it's going to be really a great Bible school. Again, like Joe said, it starts on Sunday the 26th. It goes through Thursday the 30th from 6 to 8 each night. we are partnering with other churches, so that's a monumental move for us. We have,
and this is where I said we were going to get to this, and we're here now.
We're here. I just jumped right ahead.
Being a church with the community. So talk about the churches that we're partnering with.
Well, I went to Elm Street for many, many years, and Elm Street always co-opted with other Presbyterian churches because none of us had a big enough congregation to do a good Bible school by ourselves. So when Elm Street disbanded, some of the members went to First Presbyterian and some went to Lovejoy Presbyterian in Wood River. So I reached out to those two churches, and they're both interested in co-oping with us.
Awesome.
And I have friends at both of those churches who I've worked at Bible school with before who are going to be here leading crews and leading stations. So I'm very comfortable with having them and so happy that they were willing to do that and wanted to do that. It's been hard, I think, for churches to get back to VBS after COVID, and so many churches didn't even do it last year. So
well, 2 years ago, I can't recall who. I know there was a team of people 2 years ago that put VBS packets and stuff together and delivered them to homes because we couldn't meet in person.
Yes.
And then last year, we said, let's do it, and we did it outside.
Yes.
And masks were recommended.
Yeah,
I forget what phase we were in, but if you were inside, I think you were supposed to have a mask on, but once you were outside, you could take it off. And why aren't we going to be outside again this year, Ann? Because it's going to be 100
degrees. It's 100 degrees outside.
It's going to be 100 degrees.
Try to have everything inside, but try to distance as much as possible. So, So, and I will say that Main Street Methodist is coming on board with co-oping with us, and I understand that they have volunteers and students that would like to come. And the other church is called the Church of the Living God, which is a church that's meeting in Elm Street Presbyterian Church building. They're the new congregation that has moved in there. So they're also going to be co-oping with us and having students and adults come. And the great thing about it is one of the stations at Bible school is Bible Stories, where traditionally we've had Jay or Steve Livengood or Bill Pyatt or Joe stand up and tell the Bible story for the night.
Bruce, I think, has done it, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Bruce probably has done it too. But this time we're having the ministers from the other churches. So Daniel Irvin is coming, and Donald Tolbert and Kyle Stewart. The ministers from the other churches are going to come and take a turn being, I'm pointing here because it's going to happen here, being the person who narrates for the Bible story that night. So it's great.
I did that 1 year, and only 1 year. And I remember I loved when people like you and Bruce and Janice Ayers that really know their stuff would come in and really help me out because I didn't. I tend, you may know this, maybe you don't. I tend to wing it a lot of times. Yeah. And for the Bible story, you got to really be prepared. And I clearly was not. So that's why I only did it one year.
Time?
Yeah. Well, I'm better off doing the opening and closing and goofing off and
I will tell you that there are some days at Jam when the kids will tell me, because some of the kids go to church school, go to parochial schools, and they'll tell me why things happened and what this is all about. And I'm like, okay, so
there was
soak it all in. Always learning. Doesn't matter. We're always learning.
I forget. I think that year that I did it was Pastor Jay's first summer here. I could be wrong, but I asked Eli for clarification.
Oh yeah, Eli will help me in Jam. Eli helps out in Jam, and Ben Hoffman helps out in Jam.
Oh yeah.
He knows his stuff.
Marcus and Oliver do that at GPS too.
They know their stuff.
That's awesome.
For sure.
Anyway, so let's talk about what kids are welcome. I get questions.
Easy.
I get questions all the time.
Easy question.
Do you have to be a member to come?
You do not have to be a member to come. All kids are welcome. If you have grandchildren, nieces, nephews, neighbors, everyone is welcome to come. We have asked. Oh, let me say this: from 4 years old to the end of 5th grade. If you just finished 5th grade, then you can be a student here. If you're in middle school or high school, you can come and be a helper here. So you can work with the adults and be an assistant. But the younger kids, everybody is welcome to come. And I got the question again today about what if I forget to register or don't get registered in time before the 26th? Come, we'll register you at the door. It'll be fine. I will say we've set it up online so you can register, and we've kind of made that website known, but we only have 11 kids registered as of today. So we are shooting for about 50. So more kids, the better.
Right, so I'll put that link. It's on the flyer and everything about it, but the link to register I'll put in the comments when I post this, so you can go down and click. You're welcome to still go old school and fill out a paper registration form. That's what Ann prefers. That's what Barb prefers. Like I said, old school. But for you younger parents,
did he just like italicize old school?
But the people that prefer to do things in a newer way, if you can go online, that's going to actually help with our data and
absolutely
keeping records of,
because even if you put it on paper, we're still going to enter it into the computer because we can keep attendance that way.
And if you don't register ahead of time, you can still come that first night and register, but that there tends to be a line and things, our schedules just throw out of whack right away. So try to get registered online. Like I said, the link will be in the comments below. And I know one thing, we keep our numbers way down because it costs a lot of money for you to bring your kid. Is that right?
No, it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything. So the kids will come. They'll be entertained by the fabulous Joe Leonard. Awesome, that's his word, right? Awesome Joe Leonard. We'll have music. We'll have skits. We'll make a craft. We'll have a snack. It's just a really fun time for kids to be with their peers and doesn't cost anything. So for 2 hours from 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock for 5 nights, and on the 5th night again there's an ice cream truck, and that's all paid for also.
And what if they can't be here all 5 nights?
If they can't come all 5 nights, that'll be okay too. We know that kids have baseball, soccer, softball, a million different things. So if you have to miss a couple of nights, that's fine. But I think kids will want to try to be here, but I know they might have some other commitments.
What do you still need helper-wise?
Ooh, we have lots of adult helpers, but we're still looking for somebody to do kid video. And I think we're looking for someone to help with the kindergartners, leading the kindergarten crew around. So just a couple of things.
So those of you that have not been to VBS or not sure, let's talk about how we do that. We do it with stations and all that.
So we start out at the beginning with everybody in the sanctuary listening to the skit and the songs and participating. And then we break up into age groups. So we have a pre-K group, we have a kindergarten group, a first, second group, a third grade group, and a fourth, fifth grade group. So there are 5 different groups, and they will all go to 5 different stations. We'll have 5 different stations set up in different rooms. So there's a Bible story station, a kid video station where they watch a video and then talk about what they saw in the video. There's a craft station, a snack station, and a recreation station where we actually play some games. And we're going to do all those things inside.
It's all going to be inside.
So we don't have to worry about the heat.
So the cool thing, if you're thinking about helping out, but you may not, like me, you may not know a lot about the Bible or some of these stories. You don't need to. You're just leading them from group to group. And I can tell you that as a helper, as a leader for I learned a lot. Mm-hmm. There are some Bible stories. Here's one that, going back to the time that I keep pointing, it was in this room when I did the Bible story time.
Back there behind the Grand Canyon.
There was one Bible story, I don't remember what it is now. I had no idea. I had never heard the story. Oh. It was new to me. And I was 50-ish years old at the time. So I had to look it up, and so that was the only time I was really caught off guard. But you don't need to know all that stuff. You can just come on in and help lead kids around and help with all that.
Sure. Absolutely.
I was thinking there was something else we had to. What else? What are we forgetting?
I don't know. The Bible stories that we're covering are all about Joseph. They're stories about Joseph. Not you, Joseph, but Joseph in his coat of many colors, which you probably have in your closet. I don't know.
Yeah, I have been looking on Amazon for a.
Yeah, the coat of many colors.
For a coat.
Yeah, so.
You did give everybody fair warning at these other churches about me, right? You did like.
No, they're going to be surprised. They will be totally surprised. So please be on your best
They
behavior.
may all
so
be
don't
here
run
one
away.
night.
They'll run away screaming, "I'm not coming back tomorrow! No way!" What's up with that guy?
So VBS is June 26th through the 30th. Get your kids registered. Your kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews,
Yes.
neighbors' kids. Be sure you let the parents know that you're signing their kids up.
Sure, yeah.
Get the word out in your neighborhoods, in your communities, in your churches. If you're not a Godfrey First member, get the word out.
Yeah.
Let's get a bunch of kids here. It doesn't cost anything. You don't have to be here every night, but you're going to learn a lot. It's a lot of fun. I think we have more fun than the kids do sometimes.
I think so too. We will have fun.
But it's a lot of fun. And we'll end the week with, we actually end the week on Sunday, the 3rd.
Yes, we didn't even talk about that.
I forgot about that.
Yes. So we'll leave the decorations up. We'll leave the set up on the chancel. Chancel, is that what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
The stage. We'll leave the decorations up until Sunday the 3rd, and we'll invite the students to come back on the 3rd to 10:45 worship service to sing some of the songs that they learned. So that's exciting too.
They don't have to. It's not a requirement.
No.
But Pastor Jay and I we just met to do some worship planning, and that Sunday it's going to be VBS songs, and there are a couple of great praise songs that we already do all the time. That's part of the VBS package. I know last year was we sang Old Rugged Cross. That was part of it.
And
there's another.
Kids sang that.
Went
out the door singing that.
Yeah. There's another classic hymn. I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, mostly because I can't remember what it is right now. But we'll all be surprised.
That's the midlife.
I know.
The midlife crisis.
I know. We'll all be surprised on that. So that Sunday the 3rd, we'll sing a lot of VBS songs together, and the kids that are able to come at the 10:45 service will be singing as well. So I think that's about it.
Okay,
We actually,
good.
It's 5 minutes to 1 on Wednesday. We have a VBS planning
At
meeting
1
here at 1
o'clock.
o'clock. So we're going to get into there and start making some more plans. But if you want to participate in VBS, let Ann know, let Barb know, me know. You can put it in the comments below and we'll reach out to you. Share this video with your friends so they can see it and find out more about VBS. And if anybody's got any questions, of course, let us know.
Yes, please do. And thanks to everybody that's already helped with all the decorations and planning that we've done already.
And thanks to everybody that hasn't been here yet, but we'll still be working very hard between now and then. There's a lot of new people. Right. So, for Ann, I am Joe, and this has been episode 7. There's producer Susan. Susan, get in front and wave everybody.
I'm good.
She's good.
Hello.
With Joe.
Blessings, everyone.
Bye.